I'm glad I came and took this opportunity of coming all the way to the MIT campus. I have interacted with a lot of MIT students. In fact, a few of my son's closest friends are studying in MIT, and therefore I asked him whether Andy will be there or so-and-so will be there. And apparently they were not supposed to attend the college today. But it's been a mind-boggling experience. I am really and truly impressed with the setup that you all have here. My congratulations to all of the people, including the faculty here. And it's a great institution that you all have built, and it's a great brand that has come up in last probably a decade or so, and definitely a splendid achievement. Thank you very much for choosing Usha Sriram Enterprises for this Leadership Summit Award. And when my colleagues Dinesh and Bindu talked me into coming here, I was in two minds whether I should talk about my experience as an individual with the company, or should I talk about Usha Sriram and what we have done. They persuaded me to talk about the company and not about myself. But I would still, seeing the huge audience that is over here and the kind of, the student participation, I joined Usha Sriram way back as a management trainee. It's been a long journey. When a person joins as a management trainee, in our good old days, it used to be the whole concept of MBAs and let's say marketing management and personal management, all these things had not really blossomed or had become so specialized as they are today. I did my graduation from Sriram College, and Sriram Group had this campus recruitment, and I was picked up directly from Sriram College, and I've spent almost 3 decades now with the Sriram Group. Though it is again out of agenda, but let me just tell you and give you a few mantras for success, which I think possibly all of you would require, the younger crowd here, as you take up careers and as you grow in your life. Friends, there is no substitute for hard work and sincerity. A lot of youngsters today come and join companies, and they hope that the progress will be very fast and quick. And normally a company like ours would take 10 or 15 or a group of 20 management trainees. 3 or 4 or 5 of them would progress faster than their colleagues. The difference, the first and basic difference is the hard work and sincerity that the students or the young MBAs put in. That there is no substitute for that. The second thing, which in my case personally, as I was growing up in the company and I followed, was a very interesting book I had read long back, and I recommend that all of you should read it if you all have not read it. It's the 80-20 principle. I forget the name of the author. It's the 20% of the work which gives 80% result. Each person has to identify which is the 20% which is going to give me the 80% results. Once you do that, whatever job you're doing, whatever specific task you're doing, you'll find the success rate, the achievement much faster. The 80% work is the routine work, which even if you do successfully, would possibly not, give you the results. So that was the second principle I remember I followed, and it really helped me. And finally, the third principle I would say, if you really want to progress hard, you have to be different. You have to be innovative. You have to do something extra. And it is that extra that will give you the edge over your colleagues in the office, over your make you get noticed wherever you are, and it applies at all levels. As far as my company is concerned, you all know Usha Lexus. It's been there for many years, and I will just give one example of what we did to become successful. Again, that example applies to virtually every business, every organization, including a university. When we entered the home appliance business, our company is, of course, into home appliances, into furniture, into water purifiers, into lighting, and many other products. But I'm giving you an example of home appliances. There were many established brands in the market. There was Bajaj, there was Philips, there were XYZ, and they have been there for many years. We were a late entrant into the market. So what did we do different? And unless you, as I said, unless you do something different, you don't get noticed. So the best thing for us was we went to the consumers. We asked them, what do you exactly want? We sell a product called a room heater. It's a Usha Lexus heat convector. When we launched this product almost about 15 or 20 years back, there was a brand called Sunflow. And Sunflow was a generic brand. People would say, if you want a heater, you get a Sunflow. When we went to the consumers and we asked them what exactly you would like in a heater, they said, we run it in the night, so we don't know where it is lying. The room is dark. We could stumble against the heat convector or convector and someone could get hurt. So what we did, we put a night light into the product. Then someone said that, it gets very hot. So maybe when I shifted from one place to the other, I might burn my fingers or my hand. So what we did, we put a Bakelite handle onto the product. Then they said, look, electricity costs are going up, and if we run the whole night, it will probably cost us maybe at that time 15 rupees or 20 rupees a night, and that's a lot of money. So what we did was, we put 3 heating positions in our product. A customer could run it at 650 watts, 1300 watts, 2000 watts. So he had the choice of, saving electricity. Few more features were put in, and believe you me, till today, that Usha Lexus heat convector is India's largest selling heat convector even after 20 or 15 years. So similarly in room coolers, we also make room coolers. We got customer feedback that in the night, the water runs dry, and therefore you have to wake up in the night and pour some water into the cooler. Now that's quite an irritating thing. We all use coolers in our homes. So what did we do? We increased the tank capacity to almost 60 liters so that whole night you could run the cooler without having to fill the water. Now these are features which were put in every Usha Lexus product, resulting in 2 things. One, we were able to cut across the clutter. Number 2, we were able to command a price premium in the market. If X cooler was selling at say 5,000 rupees, Usha Lexus product, though costing same, we were able to sell for 5,500 rupees. So in every organization, in every aspect, going to the customer, doing the research is a basic prerequisite, and that was a success mantra for Usha Lexus. Just to sum up and close, because I would like to be as brief as possible, the other thing in Usha Sriram is, friends, that we have a team of business heads, vice presidents and executive directors. They literally own the business that they head. Now, in a good organization, you have to create that kind of responsibility and that kind of eagerness that I own the business. What happens in most companies is that there's a little bit of confrontation, there's a little bit of competition, As a result, instead of people going up, they are being pulled down. Here, the Usha Sriram culture is a culture of collaboration and cooperation and not of confrontation. Each of our business heads has got a separate profit target, he's got a separate competitors to meet, and his job is to fight outside competition and not worry about the internal problems. With these just two success mantras and trying to be brief, thank you very much for a patient hearing. Thank you.